The night was a canvas of chaos, painted with the fury of a relentless storm. Over the vast, desolate plains, thunder roared like an ancient beast, and lightning tore through the sky, illuminating turbulent, bruised clouds. Captain David Miller, a veteran pilot, gripped the controls of his small reconnaissance plane, battling the violent updrafts and downdrafts. His mission was routine weather observation, but tonight was anything but. The plane shuddered violently, each jolt threatening to rip it apart. David's eyes, trained to pierce through the darkest nights, scanned the instruments, then the swirling abyss outside. The air was thick with static, making the radio crackle with ghostly whispers. Suddenly, a flash brighter than any lightning bolt momentarily blinded him. When his vision cleared, a faint, pulsating cyan glow appeared in the distance, seemingly unfazed by the storm's wrath. It was too steady, too deliberate to be natural electrical phenomena. His heart pounded, a rhythm against the storm's drum. The object moved with an impossible grace, defying the hurricane-force winds that tossed his plane like a toy. It darted, hovered, and then accelerated with a speed that defied all known aerodynamics. David had never witnessed anything like it. It was a dance of light and shadow, a silent ballet in the heart of the tempest. What truly astonished him was its interaction with the lightning. Bolts of pure energy, drawn to its presence, would strike the object, not dissipating, but bouncing off its surface like rubber balls, creating secondary, smaller arcs of electricity that danced around it before vanishing into the storm. It was a spectacle of raw power. The object seemed to absorb the storm's fury, using it as a shield or perhaps even a source of energy. David watched, mesmerized, as the impossible display continued. His pilot's logic screamed for an explanation, but his eyes could only register the undeniable, otherworldly reality unfolding before him. Driven by an insatiable curiosity, David decided to risk a closer look. He carefully maneuvered his plane, fighting the turbulence, slowly closing the distance to the enigmatic light. The closer he got, the more defined the object became, shedding its ethereal glow for a more solid, metallic appearance. It was a disk, perfectly circular, with a smooth, seamless surface of cool silver-gray metal. There were no visible seams, no rivets, no windows, no propulsion systems. It simply hung there, rotating slowly, a silent sentinel in the heart of the storm. A low, resonant hum, almost imperceptible, vibrated through the air, cutting through the thunder. The hum intensified, a deep, guttural vibration that resonated not just in his ears, but in his very bones. It was a sound that spoke of immense power, yet it was strangely calming, almost hypnotic. His instruments began to flicker erratically, the compass spinning wildly, the radio emitting nothing but static. He tried to hail it, to make contact, but his radio was dead. The object seemed to acknowledge his presence, tilting slightly, as if observing him. He felt a strange sense of awe, mixed with a primal fear. This was not of this world, and he was witnessing something profound, something that would change his understanding of reality. Suddenly, without warning, the disk accelerated. It didn't just move, it vanished. One moment it was there, a solid, undeniable presence. The next it was gone, swallowed by the swirling vortex of the storm clouds. David blinked, disoriented, his mind struggling to process the impossible disappearance. He circled the area, his eyes straining against the rain and darkness, searching for any sign, any trace. But the storm had reclaimed its dominion, leaving no evidence of the impossible visitor. Just as he was about to give up, a faint cyan glow reappeared, miles away, a tiny beacon in the vast expanse of the night. The chase was on. David pushed his plane to its limits, trying to keep pace, but the object was always one step ahead, a phantom in the storm. It would vanish and reappear, playing a cosmic game of hide-and-seek, demonstrating a mastery of space and time that was utterly beyond human comprehension. After what felt like an eternity, the object made one final, breathtaking maneuver. It shot straight up, a streak of cyan light piercing the heavens, and then, with a final, brilliant flash, it was gone, swallowed by the vastness of space, leaving David alone in the raging storm. Shaken and disoriented, David somehow managed to guide his crippled plane back to base. The landing was rough, the instruments completely fried, rendering them useless. As he stepped out onto the tarmac, the ground crew looked at him with concern, noting his pale face and trembling hands. His debriefing was a blur of questions and skeptical glances. He recounted his incredible tale, but the official report simply stated equipment malfunction due to severe weather. The incident was quickly swept under the rug, another unexplained anomaly dismissed by the authorities. Yet, for David, the memory of the metallic disc and its impossible dance in the storm remained vivid, etched into his mind. He knew what he had seen, and no official silence could erase the truth of his encounter. The storm had brought a secret visitor, and its mystery lingered. The planes eventually returned to their quiet slumber, but the questions remained, echoing in the vast emptiness. What was it? Where did it come from? And would it ever return? The storm had passed, but its secret visitor left an indelible mark, a testament to the unknown that lies beyond our skies.